Hey y'all, I'm Aja A. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Sunshine Haze. Today, I want to talk to y'all about all the bomb stuff we have in store for us this year, and that is because 2018 is what is considered an 11 universal year. Now, if you know anything about numerology, or life paths, or master numbers, you know that that's kind of big, although the energy associated with the universal year is kind of a subtle energy that we carry through the year. This being a master number year is big. Let's see, where do I even want to start with you guys? So first and foremost, what I want to say is Happy New Year and thank you so much for all of your support. I definitely didn't expect the growth that I've seen in this channel to happen so quickly. And I'm actually I'm still kind of shocked that it's you guys are following my page and liking my videos and sharing my stuff and actually rocking with my tarot forecast. By the way, if you want a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. Just send me an email, sunshinehaze1129@gmail.com. I respond pretty quickly, send you my prices, and we can go on and talk about whatever you have going on. Definitely down to help. It's what I want to do, help people. So it's an 11 personal year. I'm really excited myself. My life path is an 11, so this is actually going to be a really good year for me. All of my master numbers out there. It's going to be a good year for y'all, specifically 11s. This is your year. This is our year. So, to start off a little bit, just a little brief introduction into numerology for you is that basically numbers carry messages and energy. Each single number carries its own energy. When they are coupled together or when they come in different combinations, they tend to mean different things. I'm really into angel numbers, angel messages with numerology. So definitely, if you're seeing repeating numbers, or if you keep seeing a number repeating, no matter what number it is, definitely look it up, because there's probably a message behind it for you. With 11, 11 is a master number, so there are life paths. Life paths are 1 through 9, and then you have people who carry the master number vibrations, which means they are really 2s, 4s, and 6s, but because they carry this high vibration, they actually are 11s, 22s, and 33s. They resonate with the 2, 4, and 6 life path, but they have a higher spiritual calling, and they actually have they have work to do. They actually have a mission. And we all have missions, but master numbers have specific missions. And 11 is the number of the illuminated visionary, creative visionary. So master number 11 has a lot to do with creation, creativity, the arts. It has to do with a lot to do with healing and shedding light. So this number, literally, if you are an 11, you are most likely a creative individual. You like to help people, and you are like that because that is your life path, and whatever career you end up in is most likely going to have something to do with helping people through the arts or some sort of spiritual work, or like psychic work or something. When you talk to psychic people, you notice a lot of them are master numbers. It's so deep, y'all. I could actually talk to y'all a lot more about it, but I really want to talk to y'all about this master number year that we have going on. So we're in 2018, which means it's an 11 year, which means so how do we calculate that? You just add up the numbers and you reduce them down to a single digit. The only time you don't reduce them down is if you get 11, 22, or 33. And now some people consider the other double digit numbers master numbers. However, I do not go with I personally don't really rock with that. So it's 11, 22, and 33 for me. So we have 11, 22, and 33 years. 11, 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 8 is 11. And if you would reduce it further, it would go down to a 2, but because it's an 11, you don't reduce it any further. So it's actually, we're in an 11/2 year. So as I said earlier, that means this year is going to carry the energy of master number 11, but it's also going to carry the energy of 2. So the number 2 is associated with companionship, cooperation. I don't know what I was about to say, but those words were really hard to get out. 2 is associated with companionship and cooperation. It's also associated with partnership. So what we may see this year is a lot of one-on-one activity, working a lot more closely with certain individuals, emerging together of different ideas, and definitely there's going to be a spotlight on our relationships. So with that being kind of the underlying energy of the year, it definitely coincides with Saturn being in Capricorn, coincides with the Grand Water Trine. We have Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in Scorpio. We had the full moon in Cancer, and so we also have that water energy coming in and cleansing things out, making way for change. So the 11 year is actually going to shed a light on how we can change things, and so now we can go into the energy associated with 11. So 11 is reduced down to 2. 2 is the feminine energy. So we are actually moving into the divine feminine energy, which if you guys kind of take a look at what's going on in society right now, it's a lot. There's a lot of it's a lot of disrespect towards women, and I'll leave it at that because I can go on another video about that as well. So what we're moving into is the divine feminine, and that's why this treatment towards women is so prominent right now, is because we're actually, again, moving in towards a change of balancing out the masculine and the feminine energy. Man, yo, I retain information even when I don't think I do. My roommate is actually the one who first told me about that, and I did a little more research on it, and she makes fun of me. She calls me Dory because my short-term memory is really bad, but I remember that. Shout out to you, Natasha. Anyway, so getting back to the good stuff, we're in an 11 year. So the master number carries almost like it carries the vibrations of the number that's present in it, which is the 1, and it's kind of like a 1 energy times 2. And then it also carries the number that it reduces down to, the energy of that number, which is the 2. So we've also got an intensified energy of independence, and also paving our own ways. So there's a little bit of polarity there, with the 2 aspect being the cooperation and the moving together and merging of perspectives, and then you've got the independence aspect there and the paving our own ways. So it seems like those 2 don't really go hand in hand, but with the 11 coming together, because it carries both of those energies, it actually does. So what we're going to recognize this year, maybe after we come out of the year, we're going to notice that, okay, we actually were setting ourselves up for success, paving our way to set ourselves up for whatever it is that we want to do in life, and also figuring out how to, you know, catch our footing out here in this world. But then on the other hand, you're also going to notice that, hey, there were a few people that I actually worked very closely with, and they actually helped me in that aspect of setting myself up for success. Gonna notice that in changing your perspective, your solo perspective, it's gonna flow out and affect your relationships with other people going into that 2 aspect. And then the most important aspect of this Master 11 universal year is the illumination aspect. As I said, 11 is the illuminated here, the healer, the visionary healer. So 11s tend to have the vision. We tend to see the changes that need to be made. We tend to know what needs to be done, and that is because 11 is also the most intuitive sign of the master numbers, which makes it the most intuitive sign of all the life paths. 2 is the most intuitive sign if you don't count the master numbers. When you get into the master numbers, 11 is actually the psychic sign. I do astrology videos too, y'all. I think I said sign like a few times. I mean number. So 2 is the psychic, the intuitive number, and 11 is a magnified 2. And the master numbers tend to be they carry the spiritual vibration. So 11 is actually the most intuitive, and so 11s have the ideas. 11s know what's up. All the master numbers are hip, and not to say everybody else isn't, but a little more hip than most. These people, when you talk to people and you start to get into people's charts, their numerology charts, and you start meeting master numbers, you notice that they do carry a different vibration. I've been coming into contact, literally, I swear I meet another master number each day, or I find out that somebody that I work with closely is a master number. So this year, that energy of knowing what's supposed to be going on, knowing, being hip, that enlightenment is actually going to be working underneath the surface for us. And that does go hand in hand with the Grand Water Trine. Those water signs deal a lot with intuition and spirituality too, and you know, dissolving the boundaries between the above and the below. So as I say it on my videos, this is divine timing. Everything is actually working together to actually usher in some change and show us, this year is actually going to show us how to make the change. So that's been the problem. We see how things should be, but we're not doing the work this year. And that's not because we don't want to. It's because there hasn't been a path laid out for us, or there hasn't been anything presented to us that can actually initiate that movement. So this year, with it being a universal 11 year, that energy that we're carrying throughout the year is actually going to start to shed a little bit of light on how we can actually put ourselves into the position to, and into the mind, the mental space to bring about some change, because it's time. It's a really good number. We've got a lot of really positive planetary aspects going on, and then we've got some tough ones going on too. I have a few videos up. I have links down in the description box below for you guys to check those out if you want a little bit more information. But this literally is the time for change. We are literally right in the middle of it, and things are about to get crazy, but it's going to be a very, very awesome time. So hope this video provided you guys with a little bit of insight as to how this year is gonna go. Maybe it can help you prepare a little bit, or do a little bit of reflection and thinking onto maybe what you need to research, or how you need to be moving. Saturn is in Capricorn. It is the karmic planet, so keep that in mind too, guys. Thank you again for watching. Go on and check out my we have a full moon coming up in Leo. I should have that up in maybe about a week or so, and it is another super moon. We've had 3, this will be the 3rd in a row: Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. So I'll have some pretty good information in that video for you guys too. If you haven't checked out the tarot spreads for the new moon in Capricorn, go on and check that out to see what's kind of going on now for you guys. And if you want a personal tarot reading, go on and send me an email. Everything that you need to know, I believe I mentioned in the video, but it is also down in the description box. If you have any other questions, go on and drop them in the comment section. I do actually look at these comments. I do read them, and I respond. I don't know about the other YouTubers, but I respond. Yeah, so go on and like the video if you liked it. Share it if you feel moved to, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. So you can get a little email or a little notification for whenever my videos go up. Thanks again, guys.